Ladies and gentlemen, my lovely viewers, my subscribers, hope everyone is having a fantastic day. I just want to take this time out to say that if you have stumbled upon this video, I really appreciate you being here. It means a lot to me. If you're new to the channel and aren't familiar with who I am, allow me to introduce myself. As you already know, my name is JV, and my content primarily revolves around gameplay. Majority of my content on the channel stems from first-person shooter games, as well as sports games, main titles being Call of Duty and NBA 2K. I also have other types of content on the channel, that being a few playthroughs, and ever so sporadically, I'll introduce different types of games on the channel to add a bit of variety. All of my videos are a mixture of solo commentaries, playing with my friends, having a good time, and some very intense competitive gameplay. If you are interested in this type of content, feel free to subscribe to the channel as well as turning on the post notifications so you'll never miss out on a video. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday at 3 o'clock Eastern time. If you want to further connect with me, my social medias will be listed in the description box below. On there, I post clips from content, provide updates regarding the channel, and connect with my audience, except for Facebook. I only post video notifications on Facebook, but I am active on Twitter as well as Instagram and TikTok. So again, feel free to connect with me there. Now that we have gotten that out of the way, I just want to express that this video is a celebration. At this time, I am recording this video on Tuesday, September 13th, but it will be released on the following day. This video in particular is very special to me because it has officially been 2 years since I've been here on YouTube. The fact that I've been making content consistently on YouTube for 2 years now just feels insane to me, if we're being completely honest. When you're a content creator and you're always at it every day, recording, editing, just trying to make the best content possible for your audience, you tend to lose track of how long you've been actually doing this because you're always so locked in. Now with this video, it'll be very similar to the last channel update that I made, where I basically discuss certain things that I've learned throughout on my journey here on YouTube, speak on things that are going on in my mind, where I want to take the channel next, as well as answer some questions that I've gotten over time. It has been a better part of a year since that last video, and obviously some things have changed since we last done this, so it'll be good to just reflect on what's been going on. So what you're seeing right now on screen is a game of Warzone solos that I had left over but never used for a final upload. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the gameplay while I just ramble away. As I was approaching this date, I spent a lot of time revisiting old content that I've made. I mean, going as far back as November of 2020, just to analyze how much I've grown over the years. What are some things that I do now that's different than what I used to do back then? For the most part, in terms of the formula that I have when I make a video, everything is more or less the same. I have a system that works best for me, and I've always been a fan of this kind of video making. There's just something about the raw and authentic gameplay that is just very satisfying to me, and I know a lot of viewers out there feel the exact same way. Nothing is over the top or extremely forced, and a lot of the content creators that inspire me and that I study follows the exact same formula. So as I started going through some of my older material, I couldn't help but feel embarrassed at times because of the amount of rookie mistakes that I made in some of these videos. The biggest one being microphone presence. Back then, because I was just starting out and because I was just trying to figure out how I wanted to sound, you could tell that I was very uncomfortable every time I recorded, and that includes my solo commentaries and my sessions with my friends. I would stutter a lot, constantly repeat things. It was really bad. And all of that was just a result of simply being nervous whenever the red button was turned on. Not to mention how much I always hated my voice. But as time went by, I started to slowly get out of that slump of nervousness. I started to get more confident behind the mic, and eventually recording just became second nature. Another thing that you may have noticed if you've been a long-time viewer is the change in my channel logo and design. Back when I first started making YouTube videos, my original art design was a Dragon Ball Z inspired artwork of my face, made by my good friend Styx, also known as Stickman Maker. He does a lot of dope artwork, so if you're interested in his work and want to see more, I'll leave his Instagram link in the description box below. But after some time, I made the decision to change my channel logo into what you're seeing now for 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is because I'm at a point in my journey where I'm taking my channel a lot more serious than how I was before, and with that, I want to start building this into a brand. Sometime in the future, I plan to start creating and selling merchandise for viewers to purchase, and I would prefer to have an actual logo instead of an animated version of myself. Reason number 2 is simply because I always gravitated towards a professional type of channel design. I want to have new viewers and potential subscribers be able to take a look at my YouTube channel and be hooked based off the layout before they even click on a video. I've always learned that perception and reality and how you are perceived affects the distance in which you go, and that is a motto that I am sticking to. Now in this video, I want to talk about the future goals that I want to achieve for the channel as we're approaching the next year. One of my goals is to start networking and collaborating with other content creators that are similar to me. Throughout my content, you've always watched me play and record these videos with my close friends, and that is something that will never change. They will always be featured in my content. It falls back into the formula that I have been creating, and they play a big part in that. However, I do want to start making content with other creators and be open to what's out there in the community. YouTube is a big platform, and there are a lot of people that share the same vision as me. And I honestly feel that it's only a win-win to come together to provide the best content that viewers like you are looking for. So sometime in the future, I will start reaching out to people that I want to work with and to see if they're interested. I already have a select few creators out there that are on my list, and I just think it will be really dope to come together and do what we do best. Moving on to the gaming portion, what games I plan on playing in the future, what games are going to be here to stay, what I'm going to be prioritizing, things like that. You may have noticed that the past 4 months, I've only been releasing content on Modern Warfare and Warzone. I have been seeing a lot of posts asking for specific games such as NBA 2K, Halo, or even Battlefield. The reason why you're seeing so much Call of Duty is simply because of the fact that I'm just having a lot of fun on this game again. Back when I was playing Warzone on console, there were moments where I was having a good time playing with my friends and playing solo as well. But eventually it got to the point where I was burnt out, especially during that time period because hackers were everywhere. So I stopped playing and just moved on to Vanguard. Not to mention how disappointed I was when it was announced that console players wouldn't get an FOV slider. That also played a part. But now, fast forward to the present day, my passion for Warzone has just been at an all-time high, and I'm very excited for what Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 has in store. So that basically answers that. It's just crazy to think back how adamant I used to be on not playing Warzone and having such a distaste for Battle Royales, but here we are. As far as other games on the channel, other content will be returning. I have been itching to play more single player games recently though, if we're being completely honest. I was looking back at my Dying Light 2 playthrough and just reflecting on how fun it was to record that game. Plus the feedback on it was pretty good too. A lot of you guys were liking the playthrough a lot, and it just inspired me to want to do more single player games and playthroughs and stuff. But it just has to depend on the game. It has to be a game that really catches my interest. And like I said in my last update video, the game has to speak for itself so that I'm not forcing so much commentary over it. So expect to see more of that on the channel in the near future. Can't wait to see what type of games hit my radar. Now for this part of the video, I'm going to be answering some questions that I've gotten from you guys. Most of them are kind of the same answers as my previous 2 channel update videos, so I'll do my best to answer the ones that I haven't yet. So one question that I've gotten is this: are you friends with everyone that's featured in your videos in real life? Yes. Basically, all of my friends that are in my videos are really good friends of mine in real life. All of us basically have known each other since middle school, and we've always kept in touch with each other throughout all these years. When I told them that I wanted to start recording YouTube videos, they were all for it 100%, showed me nothing but constant support, and I love them for that. The way we interact in my videos is exactly the same way outside of that, and I'm just grateful that they're on this road with me. The second question is, how are you enjoying the change to PC? It's been great actually. Definitely a game changer for sure. It allows me to do so much more at a faster rate, and it opens up a lot of options for what games to play. One game that I have been playing off camera recently is a game called The Cycle. I've been playing that with one of my closest friends and been having a blast on that. And I plan on venturing out to other games that are exclusive to PC as well. What advice can you give someone who just started out making YouTube videos? I would say to just have fun with it and be consistent if that's something that you really are passionate about. You want to create content that you want to watch if you are a viewer. That's basically how you get like the gist of coming up with videos and things like that. Always have a plan. It'll be a lot easier on yourself to set goals and come up with a plan on how you want your channel to run in the long term. YouTube is a marathon, and very early on you'll really understand that. I had to go through a lot of mistakes just to really understand the fact that it requires a lot of dedication to make this a full-time profession. So hopefully that will help you get started, and I wish you the best of luck on your journey. How many subscribers do you hope to reach by the end of 2023? I want to say 1,000 subscribers, but I think realistically 800 will be the ideal number to reach. If I do manage to reach that number, amazing. If I don't, it's all good. How do you manage to be so cracked at every game you play? One simple answer: lots and lots of playtime. And for the last question, how do you feel about streaming on Twitch now in comparison to the past? To answer that, I have considered starting my Twitch journey, but I mainly plan to just use it for games that I normally wouldn't post on the channel, if that makes any sense. It'll be a platform where I basically play anything and everything. Don't know when I plan to do that, we'll just have to wait and see. So that's all of the questions that I have for you guys. Before I sign off, I just want to do a few shout outs, just like every channel update video that I do. I just want to take this time to shout out my good friends WhoKnowsManny, Yucky After Hours, Trav Long, Giza aka Love Giza, Onic, and Martonic. If you're not familiar with them, you should check them out. They post content on YouTube and Twitch. Very good group of creators, and they deserve all of the recognition. I want to give thanks to the creators that inspire me and the ones that I've learned from and continue to pay homage to. Aculite, Chris Smooth, Handler, Futives, Lunchtime, Rarezy, Stone Mountain 64, Fuglet, Tomographic, Nadeshot, and so many more. These group of creators are basically the reason why I make YouTube videos, and I wouldn't be here without them. So thank you to all of you. And lastly, I want to say thanks to all of my viewers that continue to come back and watch my videos. I really appreciate it so much. I can't wait to see what this channel will look like as we keep on pushing forward. I'm glad that all of you made it this far, and if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.